The end of the US Treasury Bonds, 20 plus year Treasury Bond ETF TLT made a new lower low on this Tuesday, selling for only $107 a share. It went down ever since March of 2020, where it was traded for as high as $179 a share. TLT is a basket of 20 to 30 year long-term Treasury bonds. They are issued debt from U.S. Government Department of Treasury. They are considered as a safe haven investment. You could never lose a cent of your money if you own U.S. Treasury, as they say. Is this true? How safe is U.S. Treasury anyway? Why does its value continue to go down for more than 2 years now? Is this the end of U.S. Treasury bonds? This will be a good one. Stay tuned. And of course, smash the like button. Welcome back everyone to my Audacious Money Witch channel, where we talk about macroeconomy, stocks, bonds, and commodity markets. If you like any of these markets, please consider subscribing to my channel, and of course tap the like button. It's free, totally free to do so if you like what you see in today's video. You know, when I talk about bond on this channel, I am always going to talk about US Treasury Bond, a bond in an adverse of interest rate. When the Fed raise Fed funds rate, which is generally following the US 2-year yield, the bond goes down in value while the interest, meaning yield, goes up in percentage. You can see it from these two charts. One is 10-year note yield. It's at almost all-time high right now. And the other is 7 to 10-year T-bond, IEF. It's almost at an all-time low right now. As you can see, they have an inverse relationship. Global bonds have tumbled into their first bear market in more than 30 years. Global bonds have tumbled into their first bear market in more than 30 years as soaring inflation forces central banks to rapidly raise interest rates. The Bloomberg Global Aggregate Total Return Index has now dropped just over 20% since hitting a peak at the start of January. The common definition of a bear market, that's the biggest drop since the index began in 1990. The index, which tracks the returns to global government and corporate bonds, has fallen back to levels last seen in 2015. It's a remarkable turnaround for the assets that underpin much of the global financial system. In recent years, investors have often hailed a multi-decade bear market in bonds, driven by years of falling inflation and interest rates. Yet that run has come to an abrupt end in 2022 as inflation has soared to multi-decade highs around the world, which has forced central banks to embark on the most aggressive interest rate hikes since 1980s. When central banks hike interest rates, new bonds which come on the market offer a higher yield. That causes investors to dump currently existing bonds, which offer lower returns. European bonds have been particularly hard hit in 2022 as Russia's invasion of Ukraine has rocked the region. Soaring energy prices and political instability in Italy have put investors off the debt of regions, governments, and companies. Analysis have said the massive sell-off has been worsened by the fact that many investors failed to appreciate the extent of the surge in inflation and therefore the scale of central bank responses. The recent bond sell-off was painful, not only because how quickly rates have risen, but also because they have been rising more than markets expected, said Jim Soloway, chief market strategist at SEI. Yet he added, rising rates can be painful for bondholders in the short term as current prices are driven lower. The higher yields that result will eventually mean higher nominal income streams and returns, all else equal. The Federal Reserve, the most important central bank in the world, has hiked interest rates 2.25 percentage points since March. Investors expect them to peak at close to 4% in March 2023, according to Bloomberg data based on future markets. Fed hikes drive the yield on a 10-year US Treasury note, which sets the tone for borrowing rates and moves adversely to the price of an 11-year high of 3.5% in June. It has last traded to 3.26%, up from 1.514% at the start of the year. Investors are cautious about the outlook for bonds. An economic slowdown could push prices of government bonds as investors seek safe assets, while higher yields are also likely to attract some buyers. However, bond markets could be set up for more pain if inflation does not come down as expected. As you can see, not only just US bonds are in trouble, it's global bonds. Are they really done? Maybe not just yet. The reason why they are falling the way they did in this because of this chart. Check this out of the weekly chart of TLT. Can you see the chart pattern? It's a head and shoulders pattern. There is a left shoulder head and a right shoulder. It could go as low as from the measure move to $105. It's pretty close to where we are now. So we are really close to the bottom. I think this is a really good point to add to your position if you have a deflationary thesis. Because the Fed is doing QT at $60 billion a month, removing liquidity from the economy. If you believe QE is printing dollars out of thin air, then you must believe QT is burning dollars out of thin air, right? That is why right now the US dollar DXY is at a multi-year high, because if the Fed is destroying the money they use to print, that explains why we are at a dollar shortage. Check out this chart of US dollar index. It's sitting at $110 at the DXY. Look at the chart of USD versus Euro. It's sitting at a multi-year high. Let's look at the chart of USD versus British pounds. It's at a multi-year high as well. USD versus Japanese yen. It's at a multi-year high too. That's why we call it the king dollar. The US Treasury Bonds are just like USD. The only difference is it pays you interest. It gives you much more money, not as much as to cover inflation costs, but it's something extra. All you need to do is don't sell it when you are down in a position, when you're holding your Treasury bond right now. Because as the Fed keeps on doing quantitative tightening and keeps on raising the interest rate, I think they will raise another 75 basis points this month. Bank of Canada already did it this week, raised another 75 basis points. As we hear Fed Vice Chair Brainerd vows, we are in this for as long as it takes to stop inflation, that she said it's hurting lower income Americans the most. Let's assume the Fed keeps on doing what they are doing and keeps their hawkish tone. Inflation becomes deflation. And because the Fed makes decisions with most lagging indicators, when this recession goes into depression, guess what? They are going to drop rates to zero again, and the bond you are holding will be worth more again. My target on TLT is still at $190 a share. If you think the stock market might be at the bottom, Michael Burry said no. Check out his recent tweets. No, we have not hit bottom yet. Watch for failures, then look for the bottom. 2 SPAC ETFs failing is not near enough. He has predicted all of these crashes. Look at all of these check marks. He really is saying this year will be like 2000 and 2008. Because from this chart, as we can see, when the Fed raises rates, the stock market falls. Just as a quote from Warren Buffett, interest rates is like gravity to the stock prices. As you can see from this chart, when the stock market falls, the US dollar goes up. And when the dollar goes up, the import price drops normally because other countries have cheaper goods that makes it easier to buy with strong USD instead of buying the same goods within US. But this time, because of the supply chain issues, the import prices hasn't dropped as much. That explains the CPI hasn't dropped that much yet. As you can see from this chart, when the import prices goes up, it leads consumer prices higher. So if the supply chain issues still exist, which it could because of China still in lockdown, inflation could be back. Okay, so if you're worried about inflation coming back, why not write a book today with me? Become an author and start your brand new life with an abundance mindset. It's a great way to share your story and to also share maybe a business idea that you have if you have your own business. So there's so much knowledge that you can put within your book. And you can also just put yourself out there and do something new. So it's all about creation in this life and not being afraid. Like if you are already working at Walmart or Costco or Dollarama or all these jobs, McDonald's or retail job, wherever you are in a computer office or call center, which I did for many years. So if you're doing all of that, you can always write a book too and have that side income. So I'm not saying give up what you're doing, just maybe start something new for 2022 or 2023. So I'm just putting out that today for you all. It's a great way to share your story and also to put yourself out there, because I was always like a turtle in its shell, a snail in its shell, and I was so afraid to really go on camera, and now I've broken free of that. In the last 5 years, I can step on camera and do Facebook Lives and do YouTube Lives. So it's a great personal growth for yourself to do all this. And just reaching out to somebody that can help you, and I can help you with that today. So reach out to me if you are wanting to start to write a book and become a new author. So I'm going to actually show you one of my clients' books here. Oh, okay. I'm going to show you my one client's book, Teddy Eazzy's book, Wicked Pussy Perfume. It's such an incredible read. So I'm going to show you, okay. Your most important task is to defeat her oppression. You must stop the caging of your sexual urges. Oh. When you are fully in control of pursuing your wildest fantasies, you are truly alive and you are truly free. So why stay with her? She who holds you back, she who weighs you down. There is one life, and that life is now. So that is just a sneak peek at Wicked Pussy Perfume by Teddy Eazzy. And I did actually do all the editing and everything for this book. So, and the cover we actually created, it was actually his idea, Teddy Eazzy's idea for the cover. I really love the way that the candlesticks are and the chandelier in the mirror and the fireplace and just the way she's standing with the heels on. I don't know if you can actually see, but I'll get you to zoom in and see it all. It's such an incredible cover. So order your copy today. Place your order today. It is in the bookstore too, Barnes & Noble bookstore. So you can go online and order your copy today. And Ignite the Passion, Co-Create Your Dreams by David Vine and Jama. And I did all the editing for this book. Oh, and the cover design. I did all the editing and cover design. Oh, I did in the publishing too. Yes, I did all of the work for this one. So they are complete strangers at first, but they were even more supportive than many of the people in my immediate circle. We were on similar online journeys with common goals, so we encouraged each other. We connected to complete projects together. Oh my goodness, collaboration is the way to go. It's the answer. And also reaching out to have help from others is the way to do it. So reach out to me if you do have any questions too about becoming a new author. So order your copy today. So this one is a collaboration book. You can see all the authors here at the back. And it is a great way to collaborate when you actually join in a chapter or a part of a book. And I do have one on the go right now. It will be published. The due date is actually November 1st for this one. So the deadline is at November 1st. So, but you will be able to sign up for the next collaboration for 2023. So if you are interested in being in part of the collaboration, the next one, just message me today and then I can sign you up for that one. and then you can be a part of the next collaboration book. I'm going to actually read from my book, Time, Awareness, and Secret Millionaire. This is before I took best-selling author, so you can actually see my creation and how thick that was. So you don't have to be a best-selling author to actually write a book. You can do one before you collaborate. You can do one on your own. So, and even though it doesn't have a sticker, it was still amazing. I've sold so many copies of this one, and I really love the title that I picked, Time, Awareness, and Secret Millionaire. So I'm going to read. When we walk like we are rushing, we print stress, anxiety, and sorrow within our mind. We have to think in a way that we can only make peace and happiness from within and create love here on this amazing, beautiful earth. Have the amazing, incredible courage to be yourself in a world that is trying to change you into something that you are not. This is when you will be happy, successful, and free to live the life of your amazing dreams. So when you break free of the need to please everyone around you and you actually focus on what is important to you. So that is why I actually wrote this part here, and all of your visions will become crystal clear for you once you finally focus on all that you love by taking a close look at your pretty much all your passions within and creating the life that you want for yourself. So Time, Awareness, and Secret Millionaire, order your copy today. It is on Amazon, this one, and it is for sale, so please order your copy. And my thank you. This one is the bestseller. I've sold so many copies. I don't even know. I've lost count of how many copies I've sold of this one. And I am going to read. Your life purpose is for you to live out your mission, shine so bright, and to help so many others to do the same. Your freedom and happiness all comes from you. It comes from your amazing gratitude for this magnificent life. Yeah, so order your copy today of this one. It is amazing. And all you need is love and dreams. This is my only hardcover, so it's a hardcover book, and I will just show you the way it is and the thickness. It is really incredible. I'll let you zoom in. So most of our happiness in life comes from being loved. Love is seeing the light within your heart when all your eyes see is darkness. If you love someone today, it's a good day to tell them. Have a loving mindset that is open to everything and attached to nothing materialistic. One of the greatest discoveries is that a person can change their life by simply changing their mindset. And there's so much goodness deep down inside of you waiting for you to discover. And you deserve all the love that life has to offer you. So this one is All You Need Is Love and Dreams. Please order your copy today. It is a hardcover, this one, but it is an amazing. I was so proud to see this one come in the mail the day that it came. So, and it is my only hardcover book out of my 40 published books. So all you need is love and dreams. And I believe that that is true. All we need is love and dreams. We do need love and dreams in our life. Without love and dreams, then what is this life? Is it worth living without love and dreams? So order your copy today. So today, I hope you guys have enjoyed all the content today and all of the books and that everything that I've showed you. And I hope that I thank you for being a fan, and I thank you for subscribing to my channel if you already did. I thank for all the comments and the questions that I keep getting from the subscribers. It's so amazing that I see people already messaging me and everything. So, and it is a new channel, but so like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being a fan, and thank you for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.